Hey friends, I'm Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews. In this video today, I will review a very nice high-quality premium CarPlay screen from the famous MINIX brand called CP89 HD. This is not one of those cheap CarPlay screens that you find online for less than $100. This is a truly high-quality, durable, reliable CarPlay 8.9-inch HD screen with the 60 frames per second capability. It's got four main features. It has the wireless Apple iPhone CarPlay, it's got the wireless Android Auto system, and you can connect your phone through the Bluetooth connectivity, and you can also connect a rear view parking camera with the screen. Now let's first do the unboxing to check out the contents in the box, and then I will set this up in my car and then start testing the different functions and features of this new MINIX CP89 HD CarPlay screen. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so now let's do the unboxing of this MINIX portable wireless CarPlay and Android Auto touchscreen. It's the CP89 HD model. So it comes in this black box. You've got the image of the portable screen on top, and then right at the back you've got all the specifications of the device mentioned. You've got some more images. Now let's open it. Alright. So this is the touchscreen, and we'll come back to this in a while. Let's check out the other contents in the box. Alright, so we get, this is the aux cable, the audio aux cable, in case you want to physically connect the screen with the aux socket in your car. Okay. Then this is the power adapter. This is the cigarette lighter power adapter. There you go, and it's very long cable, so you can nicely set it up in your car. And you then, on the cigarette lighter adapter, you get this 2.4 amp USB port with a switch on and off. Right, so this is the mounting bracket. Now this is the telescopic mounting bracket, so you can set this up either on the dashboard, or you can also connect this with the windshield, and you can adjust it as per your convenience. And then you've got some more accessories to set up this mounting bracket in your car. There you go. So this is also again more accessories, and these accessories are just for the setup in the car. So this is all you get inside the box. Now let's have a closer look at the screen. Now it's an 8.9-inch screen. It's one of those very high-end premium screens with 60 Hertz refresh rate and 60 FPS output, which you don't see in most of the other screens in the market. It's a very slim design, and so in terms of the connections, so on the front you don't see anything. Then you got at the back you have the power button, and this is the magnetic tab. So this is where you actually connect the mounting bracket, and then you have all the connections on this side. So the first one is the power type C. Second one is audio for the aux cable connection. Then you've got the AV in case you want to connect the rear view or the backup parking camera. You can do that. Then you have the mic setup, and finally you have a USB port connection. This is a type C USB port connection, and it's used to upgrade the software. And then you've got these two built-in speakers as well. And that's it. So these are all the connections on the device itself. It's a very nice slim design. Some of the others I've tested are not as slim as this one. Alright, so now let me take it to my car, set it up, and then we start testing the different functions and features of this MINIX portable wireless CarPlay and Android Auto touchscreen. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so I've set this up in my car, as you can see. Now I've set it up right on top, and I've connected this with the windshield, as you can see, and this is right in the middle. But I can tell you, Ideally, this should be on the dashboard, sitting on the dashboard. That's the best place for it. Now, I already have a screen in my car, so I'm not going to permanently install this MINIX screen in my car. I'm just setting it up for the video today. But ideally, this should be sitting on the dashboard right in the middle of the screen, or on the sides as well, depending on your preference. Now, if you have a car like this, where you've got a very small dashboard or the screen, you can also set it up right in front, so it will give you quite a nice view, or you can connect it with the windshields on the side. So as you can see, I've set it up. Now the setup is very easy. The installation, you can do it yourself. You don't really need any professional help to set this up. It's a very simple plug and play device. You just need to connect the power cable, either connect it with a USB socket in your car or with the cigarette lighter adapter to turn it on. If you want to connect your parking camera with this, then you might need a bit of help with the installation. But other than that, it's a self-service, self-installation kind of a device. So this is how it looks. Now let's start testing the different functions and features of this MINIX CP89 HD car screen. Alright, so it actually takes probably 2 or 3 seconds for the device to switch on when you power up the car, and it takes you to this page. This is the main page, or the landing page of the system on this device, as you can see, it's very nice, very clean. You've got a few options available. You've got the time mentioned, and on the top right you have the connectivity. So it's a very non-cluttered kind of a user interface, very easy to find the icons that you want. And in terms of the different options, so you've got the Apple CarPlay icon here. This is where you actually go to the Apple CarPlay connection. Then you've got the wireless Android Auto. You've got Bluetooth. This is to adjust the brightness of the screen, and then you've got FM transmission. This is to connect the audio from this system to the sound system of your car. Now there are several ways of connecting the sound or the audio from this screen to the system of your car. Now this screen comes with built-in powerful speakers, so if you don't want to connect it with your car, you can still have a very nice powerful built-in speaker output with this screen itself. The other option is connecting it wirelessly through the FM, which is very easy. Basically, you go to the FM transmitter, you set up a certain frequency, and then match the same frequency on the radio system of your car, and then just click on this button, and then it basically connects the audio from this screen to the sound system of your car wirelessly. All right, and then the other option is connecting it through the Bluetooth connection. There's another nice. And finally, if you don't want to do any of those connections, you can actually use the aux cable, the physical aux cable that came in the box, this one, to connect it on the side of the screen, and then the other end connects with the aux slot in your car. That is another way, but this requires wired connection. The other connection are wireless connections, which are generally more preferred. So several ways to connect the audio from this screen to the sound system of your car. Then you've got some details about this in the information section, and then finally you've got this settings section, and within the settings you've got system settings where you can adjust the language, date, time zone. Then you have the Bluetooth, so you can connect the screen with the Bluetooth devices. You've got the display. Now you can change the brightness of the screen. As I said earlier, you can change the wallpaper. There are a few options available, and you can also change the CarPlay settings. Then you've got the sound settings. You can increase or reduce the sound. You've got the Bluetooth connectivity, again for CarPlay, FM transmission we've already discussed, and finally you've got this section on the about. Basically tells you some details on the models and the version of the system, and you can also use it to update the system. Now, to update the firmware whenever it's available, you just need to put that file on the USB drive and connect that drive on the side to update the software of this screen. Alright, so this is all you have in terms of the different options and all the different settings available on this MINIX screen. So what we will do now is, in order to test the performance of this screen, I will start testing some of the main functions like Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto, and as well as the Bluetooth connectivity. Alright, so the first thing I would like to test on this screen is actually the wireless Apple CarPlay connection for the iPhones. So we need to click on this C icon, and it basically gives you the instructions on how to connect. And what we need to do is, on the iPhone, go to the Bluetooth section,
And then within Bluetooth, I should be able to see a new device called MINIX F270. There you go. So MINIX F270, click on it, pair the device, allow it to sync contacts and favorites. There you go. So with this final click, now we should be able to see the home screen of Apple CarPlay on the screen here. Now, very nice, very quick to connect. And just keep in mind that this is a one-time connection. You just need to connect your iPhone with the screen only once, and then it stays connected. As soon as you sit in the car, switch it on, you get the option of getting into the Apple CarPlay as long as the Bluetooth on your phone is on. All right, so this is not the home page because I've got Spotify on, it brings me here, but this is the main home page or the landing page of the Apple CarPlay user interface. It looks very, very nice. I'm extremely impressed with the quality of the screen, and I can tell you this is definitely one of the best screen qualities that I've tested on my channel. Again, it's a very high quality screen. It's got 60 frames per second capability, and I'm not sure if the camera is doing justice in capturing the screen, but even during the day with so much of sunlight, it's very, very clear and visible. It does not have any sort of issues. As you can see, the colors are very nice, the brightness is perfect. This is a split screen of Apple CarPlay landing page, so you've got the navigation on the left side, you've got some options on the right side like media and some other options. Now if you want a full screen navigation, you just need to click on this maps page, and then you've got the full screen, and you can see the screen is very, very responsive. It's a very nice thing. And you can pick up a location. Let's pick up a gas station. So very quick. There you go. So very quick in terms of the navigation, and again the screen is very, very quick and responsive. So this is again the main home page or the user interface of Apple CarPlay. I won't explain the different functions and features of Apple CarPlay. All I wanted to check was whether we can connect to the Apple CarPlay system on this MINIX screen, and as you can see we can, and it connects quickly and stays connected, and the performance is also quite nice. Screen is very, very responsive when it comes to navigation. You can play your own music library from Spotify, or if you have your own music on your iPhone through the iTunes, you can play that as well. And all these options, basically these applications are the ones that are installed on your iPhone and are compatible with the CarPlay system. So Apple CarPlay is working quite nicely. You've got a very nice output in terms of the screen quality. The screen is very, very responsive, and what we can do now is actually we can see if this device auto connects to Apple CarPlay. So what I will do is I will switch it on, or in fact I will switch it off, and then switch it back on, and let's see if this device takes us directly to Apple CarPlay. Okay, so very quick to start, probably 2 or 3 seconds, and the CarPlay connection is now automatic. I don't have to click on anything. It will look for the BT connection on my iPhone, and then as soon as it gets the connection, it will take me directly to the home page of the Apple CarPlay system. There you go. So very nice. This is a very nice and a useful feature of the auto reconnection. So if your iPhone is connected with the screen through the Bluetooth and you come into the car, you just have to switch the car on, and it will take probably 5 or 10 seconds for this screen to switch on and then automatically connect to the CarPlay system and take you to this main landing page. This is the landing page of the Apple CarPlay user interface. So very nice, quite impressed. Now, 2 things I love here is, one, the overall quality of the screen. It's extremely clear, and this auto reconnect feature. This is so important to have. It just defeats the purpose of having a CarPlay screen if you always have to come and reconnect or re-establish the connection when you're sitting in the car. So really nice Apple CarPlay feature. Alright, now let's try to connect the wireless Android Auto system. So let's click on this icon, again, you get all the instructions on the screen on how to connect to the wireless Android Auto system. So what you need is to get your Android mobile, open the Bluetooth connectivity, and then look for this new device called MINIX 270. There you go, MINIX F270. Click on that, pair the device, and that's it. It's connected. So Android Auto is usually very quick to connect compared to the Apple CarPlay. So now we should be able to see the home page of the Android Auto system appearing on the screen here. There you go. So this is the landing page of the Android Auto system on this MINIX screen. Very similar to the CarPlay user interface. You've got a split screen view where you've got navigation on the left side and media on the right side. If you want the full screen view, you can click on the maps icon, you get the full screen view. And again, the screen is extremely responsive, which is very, very nice and important to have. And then again, you can search for locations if you want. And if you click on this button, it takes you to the split screen again, and then click again. Then you get to see all the different applications that are available on the Android Auto user interface, which are basically installed on your iPhone or on your Android mobile as well. And you can change the look and feel, you can change the wallpaper icon, you can go into the settings and play around with that. Then the other very nice thing with this on both Apple CarPlay as well as the Android Auto is you can use the voice commands, the voice assistant, either Siri on Apple CarPlay or the Google voice assistant on the Android Auto system. You don't really have to click on the screen all the time. You can just use voice commands to either go to a certain location, play some music, or some other actions. So as you can see, Android Auto is quite quick to connect, very nice. Again, the screen is quite responsive. The clarity is once again amazing. I can tell you, I've been saying this so many times now. That's because I'm really impressed with the quality of the screen and the clarity, even during the daytime with so much of daylight. So as you can see, very nice. That's it, friends. So this was a quick review of this nice CarPlay screen. I can tell you this is definitely one of the very nice and premium screens that I've tested on my channel. It's not one of those cheap, less than $100 CarPlay screen. This is a premium quality 60 FPS screen, and definitely one of the high-end ones that I've tested on my channel. If you're looking for a reliable and a long-lasting, durable screen, then definitely go for this one. And if you like it, if you want to buy this, simply go to the link in the description of the video. It will take you directly to the official MINIX store where you can buy this very nice CP89 HD CarPlay screen. That's it, friends. If you like my content, you can go and support this channel with the super thanks icon below. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys.